Hey yo guys, today we're going to be having a fun video. I'm going to be testing out how to cook a cheap steak dinner, but it's not really steak. This is going to be funny because I'll show you what it is. We're going to be having luncheon meat made with pork, just regular great value. We're going to be having some great value potatoes. I'm pretty sure this was like $1. This is like also $1. I think this might have been $2, but anyway, $3 cheap steak dinner. I'll show you how I'm going to be doing this. I think this should be slightly humorous. Either way, even if you guys don't think this counts as a steak dinner, although I think it's kind of like a funny steak dinner. At the very least, this is going to be a camping meal that I've done this quite a few times. Well, not quite a few times. I've done this with a different type of luncheon meat, but now this was very good the first time I had it, so I'm going to be sharing it with you, my camping meal. We're going to be starting off with building a fire on our newly made, upgraded camping fireplace, which if you're interested in that, I do have a video on this, which I believe will be posted directly before this one. This may not be the most rugged style of lighting a fire, but it's what I got, and yeah. It's effective. Once this is burned out, we have some coals. I'm going to be pushing this slightly further back to our main cooking spot. This is just a secondary grill, just for, as you'll see, it's going to come in handy when I have two things to cook. When you cook at a counter, you stand up. When you cooking on the ground, practically you gotta kind of sit down, otherwise you're on your knees. So let's get this. This is fairly simple, which makes it all the more effective. Our luncheon meat is fairly simple to prep. Opening this up here. The last one I had of this, I'm pretty sure I might have a short of me cooking this. It was with bacon flavored lunch. It was with bacon flavored luncheon meat, which was pretty. It was actually really good. So, which is why I am gonna be doing this with this one, as well as it was a bigger can. It was actual Spam. This is just not as good quality. Basically what we are going to be doing, this is a very simple camping for any person. By the way, I'm going to be cutting this with my 16th birthday gift, my Groman knife. I love this. This is strictly for food. This just goes to show how fancy this meal is. Well, I don't think that's but I'm going to use this. Well, we'll do a little experiment. I'll do one that's slightly more thin, which is what you do more as a sandwich. Do one even thinner than that. Okay. Now this is cut. We just need to quickly add a little bit more wood to the fire. I'll be cleaning that really good after. I will be putting half of these on that secondary, on the grill there, and then the other ones I'll be cooking in this pan. We'll just for as a demonstrational purposes. Last time I did just do it on the grill, so I'm curious about the pan technique. I'll see if it gets more, maybe like potentially a bit of a sear, or the grill gets maybe a bit of a char. I don't know, we'll see about that. So we're gonna be doing a couple different things here again, because like I said, this is experimenting, although I know the overall food's gonna be good, so we're just gonna do a couple different things here. Okay, it doesn't really matter, I'm the only one that's eating this, so gonna put this in this pot for a moment. Little unorganized, but we're gonna be putting some of this excellent, amazing, great tasting hot sauce. I've said in most of my shorts, for most of my suppers and lunches, I add this to it. Melinda's black truffle hot sauce. So we're gonna be adding this to one of these as just kind of like a little something for the top of that, so it kind of maybe takes away just the more plain flavor of just pork and salt. And then we're also gonna be having a Thai authentic sriracha hot sauce, which I've had this is a dollar store product. We're adding this liberally to a second one there. And now we're gonna put a bit more salt. Just joking. We are gonna be actually putting some garlic and herb all-purpose seasoning. This is great. I'm glad to have some sort of seasoning. Otherwise, most of my meals would be pretty not that awesome. Let's get this up first. So here we have it. It's quite warm, so as you can see, they're just loosely, it's probably gonna get onto the pan. It's probably gonna potentially burn stuff onto the pan, but I don't really care. I'm just curious to see if it, the flavors of it's gonna be better. Clean grill with our wire brush, courtesy of my father. Otherwise, I'd be eating my steaks on a dirty grill. Speaking of grill, let's get these put on there. Very lightly seasoned. Just warning you, it will be dark by the time this is done, so I apologize about that. I wish I had like a barbecue sauce to just maybe make this more of a proper. Now while that there's cooking, we're just gonna quickly get our potatoes ready, but we're gonna be using the rest of this. I'm just gonna slowly add in the water. Not like slowly, I'm gonna put a decent amount because I don't want to have soupy potatoes. I think I just put too much already. Moving this to the side. Put this one at the back just because I'm gonna put this here. Okay, this is about maybe 10 minutes later and it's all looking very good. Okay, potatoes coming along. This is all looking very great. We just put a little bit more wood on here. Now let me show you what this is looking like. Yeah. Let me tell you, that top grill, definitely very helpful. A lot faster for cooking too. Like comparatively to what it was before, I would only be like halfway done. Now I'm like, I could pretty much finish this off any second. I just want to give it a little extra crisp though. I'm gonna start off with the black truffle marinated. Not marinated, what would you say? Wow. Very good. The black truffle, which is the pan cooked. I'm just curious about these potatoes. Yeah, it tastes like baked potatoes. The potatoes, they do need a bit of salt. Lightly seasoned barbecued one. Fake steak. This has a great smoky flavor. The right amount of seasoning, great, so good. And the saltiness from the luncheon meat is all right. It's honestly, it's all right because it kind of like cooked out a bit because like all the fattiness dripped down. So it's actually really great. I don't know, guys. This is really good, actually. This is like the thinnest one that I let get out of control for a second. So, hey. It's just like completely dried out. It does need a little bit of dip, which is sriracha is actually pretty decent. Okay, last bit of black truffle. Okay, the pan cooked one has like a more even sizzle. It has a bit of a, what does that one dude call it? A bit of a char? What does Nick Giovanni say? A char? A crust? A crust. Okay. Yes. He says crust. I'm curious what he would think, but yeah. So it has the pan one has a bit of a crust. The more barbecued on the grill one is a bit more dry because it like cooked out. The pan one was sizzling. It was great. So for more of a barbecued meat flavor, I'd go with the grill. But if you just want a decent fake steak, I would maybe potentially go with the pan over the grill. I'm really enjoying this. I'm gonna wrap this up because I want to eat this. I do need a little bit more of this black truffle on the grilled ones. Hopefully I had no food on my face. So this here, great meal. Literally anyone, like I said, mostly anyone can do this. I don't have any professional cooking experience. I only have my own experience, and I'm a fairly decent critic. I'm not too critical, but I enjoy food. I'm enjoying this. This is great. If you're camping, this should be your go-to meal for just like an overall. You got your meat, got your potatoes. Technically, you need potentially a better vegetable. Like, I don't know exactly what, just because we're camping. But if you're camping, you don't really care. But if you're like an extended amount of time camping, yes, you maybe should have some vegetables. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying about for me, I should probably have some vegetables. But aside from that, this is great. I'm enjoying this. Like, the pan cooked, excellent. This fire, excellent. The new fire pit, excellent. Like, honestly, it cooked it so much better. I did have to leave the grill stuff on for an extra minute, although technically I maybe shouldn't have. That's why it dried out a little bit too much. Well, although nothing could beat my dad's barbecue, I'd say this is a pretty decent meal. As a camping meal, I believe this would be a 9.3, ranking real up there, because you got your meat, you got your potatoes. What better do you need? I don't know. This is pretty great. So thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like this. Maybe drop a comment of what I could do differently. Subscribe to the channel if you guys like more content like this. Thank you. Keep it real.